Hey y'all, hey, Amanda here, and today we're filming my March Empties video. But before we get into that, I am wearing a few new things on my face and my ears. These are my new earrings from Loft, which I think are adorable. But let's go ahead and talk about my face. As my foundation, I'm wearing the Merit, the Minimalist Perfecting Complexion stick, and this is in the color Silk. And I was worried swatching it that it was going to be too dark, but once you blend it out on the face, it actually blends in with my skin tone really nicely, because this is like, I think this might be the lightest color or close to it. And if you're any fairer than me, which they do come fairer than me, this is not going to work for you, but I think it ended up looking really nice. I tried it on last night, just kind of heat of the moment, and it looked terrible. But it was also the end of the day after a long day. It was like 8 o'clock, so I wasn't expecting my skin to be giving. But with moisturized, fresh skin, I think it is looking pretty nice. I'm gonna give it a couple more tries before I make my decision permanently, but I do love the idea of having a stick foundation for travel, especially if I want to have a carry-on. I don't have to worry about ounces and stuff, so this is pretty nice. For concealer, I'm wearing the Iliad True Skin Serum Concealer, and this is in the color Mallow. I don't know if this is the very lightest one, but it's pretty light. Maybe it is the lightest one, I don't know. But I think it looks really nice. I saw this in store at Sephora when I was there a week or so ago, and I really wanted to try it, but they didn't have the color in stock in that store. So I ordered it online, and I think I like it. I think it looks pretty good. I like a very natural looking concealer. I don't like to look overly made up, so that is something I'm very much pleased with so far. But once again, going to give it a few more uses before I make my final decision on whether to keep it or not. On the eyes, just on the lid, I am wearing the Medusa's Makeup Glitter in Shooting Star. I will say this is one of their finer glitters. It does not feel like I'm wearing glitter on my lids. It's not heavy. I don't feel the little flakes. It actually feels very comfortable. Now this looks white in the container, but when you get it a little wet, I spritzed it with the Anastasia Dewy Set and put it on, it actually turns pink. It's really cool, and I think it looks really pretty, and it pulls in the earrings kind of nicely too, and my hair. I am obsessed. I think this is such a good product. And on the cheeks, I am wearing the Bella Pierre Cosmetics Pro Blush Quad Palette. I'm wearing the color I think is Rose. It is the lightest one. Now I think it looks beautiful, but I will give the caveat that this is not versatile. I am pale as the day is long. Like, let's be real, I am glow in the dark, and I had to build this up to get this look. I had to add a couple of layers, and so while I think it is beautiful if you are pale, it does make this palette a little less versatile if you're like medium to dark skin tone, so just something to keep in mind. And that's all the new stuff I'm wearing today, so let's go ahead and get into the empties. Okay, so I just added this in here this morning. This is the Tarte High Performance Naturals Amazonian Clay 16-Hour Full Coverage Foundation. This was a sample I got in my Sephora order recently, which you probably will see this video before you see that Sephora order, because it'll be in my vlog. And I tried the color 20N Light Neutral, and I just kind of patched it on my skin. I thought it looked really nice, so definitely something I might consider getting in the future. I'm really into skin and complexion products right now. I don't know why. I'm just like really on a kick with it. So this might go in my Sephora cart for my next order, which I just realized I'm running low on moisturizer, my daytime moisturizer, so maybe that'll be sooner than I think. I'm just not ordering very well. I'm not doing a little inventory before I order. I'm just throwing things in the cart and having fun. But yeah, definitely something I'd like to try out. Also pretty new, this is from Lush. This was my freebie when I went in store and bought a couple of baths items. This is the Lotus Flower Soap, and I think it smells amazing. Austin thinks it smells really weird, so it is what it is. I think it smells delightful. I'm certainly going to use the whole bar. I'm not a bar soap kind of person, so it's not something I plan to repurchase, but using it up is fine for me because it smells delightful and it certainly gets the job done. So there's that. More packety things. This is a face mask. This was the Holler and Glow Chasing Rainbows hydrating face mask. This one was kind of rubbery. It was really interesting and it felt nice, but I don't know that I really got anything out of it, even though it was fun and I don't expect to always get something out of it. I just felt like this really didn't do anything. So not something I'd go out of my way to repurchase, but I'd certainly use it again if it ended up in my life again, just because it's fun and you look cute with your little rainbow face. I used the 100% Pure Bright Eyes Eye Mask to depuff and brighten. And I know I've been on my kick of like 100% pure garbage, whatever, because of their weird shipping issues they had around the holidays. But I will say this product is one I really like. It just makes the eyes look 100 times better than when you started out, especially if you're puffy or visibly tired. So as much as I have been on the boo-boo on 100% pure train, this actually is a good product. Another face mask, and oh my god, you could feel there's so much product left in there, like gooey gel, and I used this like at the beginning of the month. Anyway, this is the Beauty Host Camellia Brightening Mask, and it was a perfectly fine face mask, nothing special, just nice, nothing to report home about, just a lovely face mask to relax and use. More packety things. I used up the little sheet samples of Mystical Misfit and Secret Genius from Penrose. I actually already have bottles of both of these scents, so I know I like them. They smell amazing. This one's like kind of vanilla-y, and this one's, I don't know how to describe it, like red currant, pink rose, and patchouli. That's how it's described. Caramel, Madagascan vanilla? Madagascan, is that how you say that? I don't know. And sandalwood. I really like both of these scents, and so I've used them up because I already know I like them, and I figured I didn't have to pay that much attention during the day to testing them to see if I like them. I haven't used a lot of the other ones yet, just because I haven't been in like a headspace to like pay attention during the day to see how I like how it's wearing. These are just easy because I already know I like them. Sort of another packety type thing. This is from Better by Design. It's their vegan floss. They also do like a silk floss, which I don't buy, but they have this vegan one. It's plastic free, sustainable, green ingredients, whatever. I like this floss. I think it's a good floss, so I tend to buy it in multiple packs, and there's a lot in here. I kind of beat the shit out of this particular one because I had been traveling with it, but this is a really good floss and I recommend it. Also, dental stuff. I used up this Crest Gum Detoxifying Deep Clean. These are not ones I buy. Don't recommend them, but the dentist gives these to me every time I go in for a cleaning. So, or I guess the hygienist gives me one of these. They make you a little goodie bag with a toothbrush and floss, which I've put that floss in my travel stuff because it's a little hard plastic container, and the toothpaste. So I save these for travel and I use these for when I travel, so I don't have to figure out how to find a vegan cruelty free travel toothpaste, because I've looked and I just can't find them. Maybe they're out there. If you guys have the scoop on travel size toothpastes that are vegan and cruelty free besides the David's ones, because I'm not gonna buy them. They're hard to find. I need something easy to find. So yeah, don't recommend this, but it is free to me and easy. I have several more fragrances. I used up these little, is that all of them? Little vials of. So I used up the Pacifica French Lilac. It smells lovely, but lilac just doesn't sit on my skin very well. So this isn't one I'd get a full size of. Although if you like lilac scents, I'd certainly encourage you to try it out. The Silver Moon. I don't remember this one. Oh yeah. That one smells really good. I also don't know if this screams me, like my personality, but it doesn't sit funny. It does smell good on me. And then the Tahitian Gardenia. I don't remember these either. I should have taken notes because I'm not remembering either of them. This one, this one I really like. This one I'm definitely going to get a full size of, the Tahitian Gardenia. And then the Silver Moon, I think is a really nice scent, but I just don't think it is reminiscent of who I am as a person, but I don't think it's bad. I don't think the French Lilac is bad. I just don't think that's me. So the Tahitian Gardenia, definitely going to get a full size of. I guess also sort of fragrant related, I finished a deodorant. This is the No Vert deodorant. Maybe that's what it's called. I don't know. Some of the lettering is missing. N degree vert or N degree green? No green? I have no idea. I'll have to Google this and put the actual name down below. But this smelled really good, and this actually I would put in the middle of the line. It's not perfect, but it did okay, which is saying a lot for me because I am a stinky gal. So this one was alright. I have a few makeup products. Let's talk about them. The first one is from Cali. This is their Mango Mojito Lip Gloss. I'm getting rid of this. Dropping stuff. I'm getting rid of this because the packaging right around the seal is leaking. And it doesn't matter how you sit it. Doesn't matter how it's positioned. It just seeps out. I don't know if it's like overly vacuum sealed in there or what, but I've tried multiple different ways to get this to not be gross, and there's not a good way to store it unless you literally sit it on top of a paper towel or a napkin in the corner on its own. So, and even then you go to touch it and it gets your finger dirty. Like my fingers are now dirty with lip gloss. So this has got to go because it's just not worth the fuss, because it's just a plain shiny lip gloss. It doesn't even have any sort of special look. So this, unfortunately, I hate to throw away perfectly good things. I'd love to give it to a friend, but I don't want to burden a friend with this mess. It's like just yucky. It's all over it. So that's got to go. I finished the 100% Pure Moroccan Oil Mascara, and I'd say this was probably open around 3 months, maybe even longer. So I don't feel bad tossing it. There's definitely still plenty of product in there, but it just at this point has gotten to where it gets a little clumpy on the lash, and then your lashes feel super heavy. So it gave me a good run. I thought it was a lovely looking mascara. The only problem is it did transfer a little on the under eye, which, I mean, it's fixable, but I don't love that. And also, as it got older, the clumpiness kind of led to flaking, which I guess that's to be expected. So I would certainly use it again. I probably wouldn't seek it out and purchase it, but I'd be happy to use this again easily. And then the next item is from Axiology. This is the Lip to Lid Balmy, which I try and reassemble it. It was in the color of Rose. I don't personally think this color was my best color, and because of that, I don't want to try and fuss with it to use it quickly before it dries out. It's already drying out, because while I love that this packaging is completely recyclable or compostable or whatever, it just doesn't seal. This is not keeping this product tight. So I feel like it's either going to go bad or dry out really fast. And I can tell you it's already drying out. So the going bad, I'm sure it's just a countdown. So because the color doesn't suit me all that well, I'm not even going to bother trying to rush through it. So this is just going to go. This is a product I'm just going to give away. It's a 3 Ships Vanilla Lip Exfoliator. I just don't like the film it leaves behind. It leaves behind like a moisturizing film, which I get is, some people are very into that 2-in-1 type thing. I want it to just exfoliate. I don't want a film left behind, because then I feel like I then have to go and wash my whole face off, and I don't love it. So I'm just going to give this away to a friend. Another item I'm giving away to a friend. This is from Earth Harbor. It's their Sunshine Dew Antioxidant Cleansing Oil, and it does cleanse very well, but this irritates my eyes really bad. I thought it might have been my night cream that was irritating my eyes, but then I realized the same irritation I was getting kept coming every time I was using this to cleanse off my makeup. So I think this is the culprit, and I'm gonna pass this on. But as far as makeup removal, it does a perfectly fine job. So if your eyes aren't quite as tender as mine, this would be a good product for cleansing makeup off, because I think it does an excellent job at that. I finished up 2 face masks this month. I've been trying to put an effort into using up my face masks. I have so many and I just completely forget to use them. So I finished the Triple Threat Detox Mask from Kalos, which I thought was really nice. And I quite liked that one. And it did have kind of, it felt like there were beads in it maybe. So I can't use this one too often because I don't personally support physical exfoliation frequently, maybe once every few weeks, but I did like this and I thought it was nice and it was pleasant. It was a good face mask. And then the Juice Beauty Bamboo Pore Refining Mask, and I know I'm not typically a Juice Beauty fan, but I thought this was an excellent mask. This was really good. It's got a dark color to it, so it makes a little bit of a mess in the sink. But my skin did look visibly just livelier after I used this mask every time. So these were both 2 really good face masks. I would totally recommend. The last 2 items are shower items. I finished the Moon River Natural Peppermint Lava Salt Hand and Body Wash, and I've gotten this before and I have the same comments every time. I don't love glass for the shower because I feel like that's potentially dangerous. And it's a lovely body wash, but you gotta be careful near the tender bits. This will make your butthole scream. It is peppermint, so it is what it is. But otherwise it's a perfectly fine cleanser. Not something I'd seek out, but gets the job done. And then something I would repurchase, because I have repurchased it, is the KP Bump Eraser Body Scrub with 10% AHA from First Aid Beauty. This is a great body scrub. I love the size of the grid and the amount of it. I think it spreads well. I think that if you actually spread it out and then leave it on for a minute or 2, you probably will get some of that AHA benefit, and my skin always looks really great after using it. This is probably the best body scrub I've ever used, and it's probably the only one I'd repurchase, although there is the one that was a bar, like the coffee bar. Austin really liked that one, so I might eventually get him that one again, but for me this is the only one I'll not that I'll use, because I've got a different one in the shower right now, but that I'll repurchase. And I already have another one in my stash for when I finish the one I'm currently using. So this is good stuff, and I definitely recommend it. Probably my highest recommend of everything that I shared with you today. So that was my empties for March. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I certainly enjoyed making it for you. If you did enjoy it, you can give this video a thumbs up. If you have any comments or questions, you can leave them down below. If you'd like to stick around for a while, you can hit the subscribe button. I always link to everything I'm wearing on my face, and sometimes my shirts if I can find them. So definitely check out the description box if you ever have any questions about that. And I'll link to my favorite products that I mentioned here down below as well. And otherwise, I will talk to you all later. Bye!